Hey everybody, my name is Jason, and I'm going to be just voicing my opinion of some things about open carry, hence the reason why this video is going to be called Open Carry Information. Now if you checked out one of my videos where I was open carrying in Mosin-Nagant in Cary Street, Richmond, Virginia, and I had a very positive reactions, no police reactions or anything like that, 2 negative reactions, but overall everything went very smoothly in regards to me open carrying my Springfield XT45 and my Mosin-Nagant. Now the thing doesn't come from the reactions that I had while I was doing this exercise handing out flyers. The purpose of me making this video was after I handed out the flyers and I got home, I had some very interesting conversations with people who, I told about what I had done, and I particularly don't agree with their stance. I do believe that they have the right to say what they want to say. I will support that right wholeheartedly, but I don't believe, what they were saying is in my opinion, good or right. It's almost backwards thinking, and it's almost, taking all the work and time and effort we've done to, as Second Amendment supporters, to be able to make everything better, and it's like, let's throw it all out the window. Now I know I'm rambling on with this, so hopefully I can make this a little bit clearer. When you talk to a lot of people about open carry, and you talk to a lot of people about your right to open carry and keep and bear arms, most of them say, oh, I know all about that. I got my concealed carry permit, or I got my permit or anything. And it's like, there is no permit to open carry, at least in from what I understand, all states or most states. There's no permit to open carry a gun in Virginia. And they say, oh, yeah, well, I got my permit. And, that's all fine and dandy that you got your concealed carry permit, but I'm talking about openly carrying. And then what happens is they say, why would you want to open carry when you have a concealed carry permit? And it's like that logic of, just because you have a concealed carry permit, you shouldn't open carry anymore. And there's no point to open carry if you got a concealed carry permit. Well, I can get the logic on some of that, but on the other end, I don't understand it, because if, let's say, for example, we had an entire population of Virginia, let's put that population at 1 million people. Let's just hypothetically say it's 1 million people. Let's say that a quarter of those people in Virginia are armed and they have concealed carry permits, and they conceal those firearms all the time. In my opinion, crime would actually be either about the same rate it is now, and even in some places it might even be higher. And the push and the notion and the the desire and the progress that everything is being tried to make for the Second Amendment to become stronger and more and less under fire won't be helped, because everybody's hiding their guns, and everybody's paying for that right to carry that gun concealed, when you have a God-given right in a Second Amendment and constitutionally recognized right to openly carry that gun free of charge without paying for a piece of paper that says that you have the right to hide it from clear view. Now then, let's take the same scenario I just said. If it's 1 million people in the entire Virginia population, and instead of taking a quarter of those people openly carry, let's maybe take, I don't know, not even 5% of all the people in the counties or the cities in Virginia, and let's take 5% of the population in those counties and cities, and let's say that they openly carry everywhere they go. And then let's take from that 5%, let's take another maybe 1% or 2% of those people, and let's make them openly carry long guns, shotguns, rifles, AR-15s, whatever. I would honestly think and feel that crime would go down more so than the people who, if everybody concealed carried. The ability for people to know that they can openly carry free of charge, and that knowledge will spread. And then I feel that the Second Amendment will become stronger and less under fire, both on a state level of immediately Virginia and maybe even a federal level, because other states will look at, hey, our crime rate is steadily staying where it's at, or it's growing. Virginia just had an increase in open carry people, and their crime rate is actually going down. Now, of course, I'm not a statistic holder, and I don't know all the stats in regards to open carry versus concealed carry, but I have seen in areas that are strongly open carry in my immediate area a reduction in crime. Chesterfield, for example, has a high open carry rate. They also have a high concealed carry rate also. But there's not a lot of murders and deaths in Chesterfield. Yeah, there's crime. But when you hear about murders and deaths, it's very sparse. You turn on the news and you hear about 2 people being killed almost every day in 2 people being killed almost every day in Richmond. Now, whether that be killed with a firearm or killed with a knife or killed with a fight or anything, or accostings or shootings and everything, you hear about that in Richmond, which is in its own right a low open carry state, and the people who only conceal carry are in the richer areas of Richmond, and are, let's just be honest with each other, it's typically the people of not minority. So in my opinion, if people were to start to open carry more and realize that it's not putting a bullseye in the back of their head and having everybody try to shoot them or a SWAT team come on them, it'll become more commonplace, and eventually it'll be like, the guy's got a gun, okay. And eventually more and more people will open carry instead of having to buy a permit to conceal carry. This is one thing that I forgot to mention in a couple of my last videos. I have handed out flyers for the 3rd time in Carey Street while open carrying. The last time I did it, I had a long gun on me along with my handgun. But the thing that surprised me as a norm out of all of those was this. The people who are the most receptive to the information are young couples, people about my age. And then there's a group that's even different than that. Younger people of minority. And I have also seen younger couples of mixed races. I can't tell you how many times I've approached a young black or white couple, or a young Hispanic and white couple, or a young Asian and white couple, or anything like that, and they are more receptive to the information than anybody else. The point I'm making is, in my opinion, there's what is called the new generation, which is my generation, and they're the ones who will decide how the Second Amendment will be viewed in regards to all issues, not just open carry. And when you have the old generation whose views are either no guns period, or are, well, you should just conceal carry, that's is what hinders everything. And eventually what's going to happen is, obviously the old generation is going to die out. And then once it dies out, what's going to happen is the new generation is going to be the ones that are going to decide the big priority and minority of how everything is viewed, and when and if open carry will be more accepted. Anyways, I'm going to go inside the Kohl's because I got to make a payment on something, and as you can see, openly carrying. Keep them slung on your hips, back, and everything clear in view. That's my philosophy. God bless America and the Second Amendment.